Julia West House is really exciting, like innovative project for CDP. I mean, I think it goes right at the heart of helping to solve the housing crisis and the homeless issues that we've experienced in Portland.
Affordable housing is needed in every community, and especially affordable housing for permanent supportive housing.
These projects are really critical to get built to make sure that we have enough housing to go around.
The lot came through a partnership with First Presbyterian Church, and we were successful in winning the RFP, and then we had to go to work on figuring out this recipe of what's the best outcome and product for the community and for the needs of the community long term. It took us several years to get the funding in place, but the idea was that if we're going to be building on that lot, then let's use the density that's there and that's available. One of the really interesting things about Julia West is just the construction typology and the investment into construction technology that hasn't been that widely utilized. The mass timber or cross-laminated timber as a construction solution in lieu of doing cast-in-place concrete.
When you start looking at a tall building on a small site in downtown Portland with really difficult site logistics, then mass timber starts to look more attractive.
Julia West is a very aggressive project and an aggressive schedule and budget, so it really took hyper focus from start to finish.
We're designing and building these buildings in the model first, and so a ton of collaboration needs to go into the MEP and design phases to allow this pre-manufactured process to happen.
Julia West House is the tallest mass timber building in Oregon.
Early on, we envisioned it to be a smaller building of a 6-7 story height building. And then with the help of our general contractor, the architect Holst Architecture, and then KPFF, the structural engineer, we asked them to analyze different structural systems for the building to understand what made the most sense to move forward with. And that is how we landed on mass timber building.
We've always set out to try and push the envelope and be innovative, just to try and continue the progress and the evolution of the industry too.
There are so many other projects that have come before to build the foundation of being able to even do these kinds of projects. So a lot of appreciation for all the work that's come before this project, but it's exciting to be one of the first ones to use the prescriptive code and then to be the tallest in Oregon.
Others might disagree, but honestly, I think mass timber CLT was the only solution for Julia West. I don't know if Julia West gets built if it's a different building type. Mass timber saves the day for Julia West.
Mass timber is really growing in the market. Started out pretty small with some boutique projects, small little libraries or community centers, and now we're starting to see that in large housing projects and office buildings.
The way we look at it is it's a sustainability tool, but here the idea was it created a schedule impact that was on the positive side too. So being able to put the structure up faster, framing 12 stories in 12 weeks.
We had a hybrid of the mass timber CLT for the body of the structure, but then we have steel brace frames to keep it rigid to make sure it can withstand an earthquake and wind load and everything. It was really impressive to just see how efficient mass timber is built when all the planning comes together.
I do hope that this building sets a precedent that we can build high-rises out of mass timber in Oregon so that we can have more beautiful, more sustainable buildings throughout the state.
We're extremely excited about the project, the way that it turned out. You see something in kind of 2D and then 3D and renderings and then construction going, and you don't know exactly how the finished product's going to turn out. But I think in this case, we're just very excited about the finished product.
It's always interesting to work on something new and innovative, but what really excites me is that this project is new and innovative, and it's going to be used by people that don't have a place to live, and it's providing that housing.
It's low-income housing, it's affordable, publicly subsidized housing, but they can be really proud of where they live.
The spaces are really nice. The exposed wood ceilings give a really nice touch. The windows are really tall, so they just let a lot of light in deep into the space.
This space, with the level of the finishes and the view, it is unique in the affordable housing sector. It's going to turn some heads.
Being able to design something that's truly beautiful, that beauty goes a long way in impacting a resident's life and to providing that sense of pride of place in their home. I think this will have a profound impact on the lives of every resident having a permanent home, but also with like the wraparound services. So having case management and resident services there full time on site to help residents in getting through all their challenges and obstacles. Now that they have a roof over their head, they can get focused on moving their lives ahead.